Previously on They See Me Rollin'.
I think Dave and I should go in a small splinter cell. Dave, Jack, you guys sneak along the wall on either side of the two guards. Run like fuck.
They rush off towards the building. Two robots start chasing after them. It clamps onto one of the souls and destroys it, removing the soul from existence. I have bad news about Dave and Jack.
What? Coen smashes his fist into the ground.
They're gone completely.
This is my fault.
As you re-enter your bodies, you feel like you're about to pass out again. You hear a familiar voice, and Courtney casts Mass Healing Word. Welcome to They See Me Rolling.
I like this
I'm your
voice.
DM, Stan Ferguson. Let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. My friends, my Nightbirds, have just woken up. They now have 30 HP due to a mass healing word that was cast on them by their friend Courtney, who is now in the arena with them.
This battle has barely even we just fell down basically.
Essentially.
You were unconscious for a bit, and now you've woken up.
So we basically been incepting the hell out of this.
Oh, yeah.
There've been 3 different levels. We've totally incepted Alianna.
I need you guys to roll initiative real quick.
Oh, we're coming out of the gate strong with a 10 for Jelly.
I got 23.
Fuck you, Noel.
I got a 13.
Hey, don't steal my thunder.
The order is going to be Alianna when she joins in. And speaking of Alianna, we want to welcome back Noel from Dames and Dragons.
Hello. Back at it again.
Yep.
And then I do a backflip.
Oh, shit, she just did a backflip.
We're all recording in the same room, let's say, and she's doing 50 backflips.
I'm just doing just continuous backflips standing on the table.
As the listeners know, Ivan, we all record the episodes together in our stately TSMR manner.
Yes. It's how we're putting your Patreon money to use.
It's located on the North Pole.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's made of crystals.
Santa Claus is a terrible neighbor.
Real chode.
Also joining us is our friend and lover, Michael M. Rader.
Huh? What am I doing
Upgraded
here?
to lover now.
I just, I don't know. I was sitting at home eating dinner with my family, and then I was summoned suddenly. Hi,
Yes.
what's going on?
Well, remember, Michael, you signed a summoning contract with us, much like the giant animals in the hit anime Naruto.
Is that one of the animes?
Yes.
They're based on
I
mangas?
think they call it animize.
14-year-old Hayden is having a stroke right now.
Yep, this is great. This is what the podcast is about.
Yeah, believe it.
Oh, hi.
Solid.
Anyway, I'm Michael.
All right. Hello, Michael. So the roles are going to be Alianna, then the French horn, then the tuba, then Garbager, the band leader, Coen, Courtney, Skumk, Jelly, the trumpet / Alex, and drum. You have awoken.
Sexually.
Yes. And you are slowly coming to. You feel much better than you did once you got the healing word cast on you. And you see some recognizable faces. The Black Parade is looking at you, kind of shocked, surprised, you might say, that you're getting up at all. You also see the guards all doing battle. You don't see any evidence of Smith fighting. You see Alianna at the same place where she was with the King's Guard. And making his way towards you, you see Garbager.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. It's been a while. Old
Yeah,
friends.
you literally just said, I love you.
Well, you see,
them.
I do love him.
How long has it been? Have you just been sitting here for several days?
I would say fully a minute.
It's weird that you said it's been a while then.
Anytime that I am away from my friends, it is always an excruciating long amount of time. I'm very extroverted.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's why we didn't get along.
But I love you, Skumk.
Alianna, you take notice that they have come to life when they should not have.
How inconvenient.
Hi.
Along with them, Alianna, you see an old pal, a man dressed in a luxurious velvet black robe, very tall elf. He says to you, Alianna, how good to see you again.
Well, good is certainly a word.
Yes, it is.
This could be problematic. My friends, she could kill you instantly, so let me not let that happen.
I mean, she did it already, and it was fine.
Selvatarm creates a portal behind Alianna. He teleports right to her and pushes her through, to which she ends up flying through that portal. And
See
then
you,
flying
Noel.
out of another portal
Wow, that was easy.
and falls.
Everyone give a
And she
hand
falls
to
into
Noel.
the-
Thanks, Noel.
And she falls into some bleachers.
I have a lot of people to thank.
Selvatarm dives after her, and they essentially engage in combat with each other. He holding her off from you so that you guys can focus on the Black Parade.
Hang on, they've gone through a portal to where?
He's just casting them around the arena. So it's like the game portal where he pushes her through one and she pops out of another.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Which member of the Black Parade was the one that dealt the final blow to me?
Oh shit, I don't remember.
It was a minute ago.
And they just sat and looked at our corpses for a full minute.
It was very distressing.
They have orange slices in their mouth and they're drinking Capri Suns. They were just celebrating a win.
They, like, dumped a cooler full of Gatorade on their band leader's head.
Yeah, exactly.
Stan, can we just say it was the drummer?
Yeah, let's say it was the drummer.
I picked myself up off the floor of the arena, and I wiped some blood off my chin. Hey, little drummer boy, we're not done yet.
The drummer spits out his orange slice and says, "We did it once, do it again."
Let's dance, Ringo.
I hope he's
All
going
right.
to say, like, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4 to get the fight started.
Oh, it would make sense since he's a drummer, but, you know.
This is like the movie Drumline all over again.
I'm thinking, like, Miles Teller.
Oh, yeah. Whiplash. What if there was a extended universe between Drumline and Whiplash? Yeah, just the extended drumming universe. Little drummer boy could get in there too.
Okay, so let's hash this out, Michael. What other movies would be in this shared
Let's-
universe?
I'm
not
glad
do
you
that.
asked. The tin drum.
The French horn sees Jelly making some taunts and takes the French horn up to his mouth, puts on a hunter's mark, and spits into the French horn.
You did not hit that N hard enough on that.
Yeah, you sure did.
You know, just like a weaponized dart of spit and music
Spit
at your
and
face.
music.
That's how French
Oh.
horns work.
Just really quickly, I forgot to mention, this is important. Jelly, in your hands, you notice the party splitter.
Oh, cool.
Coen, you still have the cat armor. However,
Nice.
it's on a bigger body. So the top now looks like a belly shirt and it's showing off your gut.
I love it.
And the pants, they only go down to your knees, so they look like really tight shorts.
Yep. And there's a lot of butt crack showing at the top.
And the mask has pulled itself up just below your ears and nose, so really it's just covering your eyes.
Like Batman.
Yeah. You still get the same benefit that it provided you in Riel.
Nice.
Let's go ahead and roll for attack. Nat 20. Ooh, a crit hit on Jelly.
Oh no, I'm fine because
Jelly's resistant to spit.
14 damage.
coolers. Whenever that happens, this like wad of magic spit hits me, and my eyes start to glow. But also, this magic energy starts to whirl around me that looks like fire, and shoots off of me at the French horn, because I just cast Hellish Rebuke on him.
All right, and what does that do?
She's gonna make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
That's a fail.
Roll your damage for Hellish Rebuke, my friend.
Takes 12 damage.
12 damage. Yeah, your thing singes him, or her. It goes straight through the French horn and right into her face. And she's not happy. She's got a face full of fire, and she is kind of just spitting out boiling mouth juice.
Boiling
Cool,
mouth
cool.
juice.
I didn't want to say spit again because that would have been redundant. Next up is Tuba.
Does Tuba make hilarious tuba noises as they walk?
Yes, they do. They go boom, 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 boom. Yes. Tuba is a bard. Tuba gets very upset with Jelly.
Wow, everybody hates jelly.
Yeah, well, they just attacked a friend.
Well, they just killed me, so tit for tat.
They cast Compulsion on you. So that's a wisdom saving throw.
You get +5 for my aura of protection.
So you are under it. You are now compulsed.
Oh, so do we all have to make this check?
Yeah, actually all of you do.
What? I have +6, and I rolled a 1.
All right, so Skumk failed, Jelly failed, and Coen failed.
I'm gonna use a luck point because I don't want to fail. Hang on.
We're
Using
all
luck
gonna
point.
die again.
Crit 20.
All right, Coen is perfectly fine. Courtney has a +10, 12, so Courtney fails.
She rolled a 2.
Shaping up to be a
And-
great night.
Good start.
And Garbager has a +1. Garbager fails. So everyone
Great.
fails except for Coen. All right, so they take their bonus action. They force everyone but Coen to move.
In what direction?
They force you to move all the way to your left. So the next one is Garbager.
Yes.
You are currently compulsed, but you can take your action before you move. You are on the far east, well, not far, but close to the far east side of the arena. You're catty-cornered to Alex, the trumpet player.
Garbager doesn't know about the trumpet player.
He's just a trumpet player.
Garbager, don't kill the trumpet player.
He's nice.
Oh, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I won't kill the trumpet player. Does anybody have any attachment to the tuba guy?
Nah, he's kind of an asshole.
You
Go
don't
ahead
like the
and kill
tuba?
him.
No, okay, all right.
You can knock the trumpet player out if you want, just don't kill him.
You're saying if I just like leap towards one of them, I'll suddenly fly against the wall?
As soon as you run, your feet will move you to the wall.
I see.
You can
Okay.
use your action, but not your movement.
Right.
I am going to try to bravely run at the tuba player and, you know, just have my sword out, just trying to demonstrate, you know, how fantastic goblins are. Goblin rights, right? Am I right?
We'll do that. You
Yeah.
run to the tuba player because the tuba player is towards the wall, and you stick out your weapon to attack them as you're heading towards the wall.
And I say, I'm going to harm you, friend.
Garbager's classic catchphrase.
You've got a 20, so you definitely hit him. So you attack the dude. You hit for 10 points. You don't really count for a sneak attack. So it's just going to be the 10 points on the tuba player.
My next turn, am I going to have to shake off that compulsion if I want to, like, do anything?
You can go ahead and try to shake off the compulsion now by doing another wisdom saving throw. So
Alrighty.
we're going to go ahead and do 13. No, you didn't shake it off.
Can't flip my way out of this one.
No. All right, next up is the band leader.
And we're all at the wall still.
No, you're going to be running towards the wall on your turn.
Oh, okay.
So you're currently at your starting points. The band leader is a barbarian.
Can you re-describe what these guys look like?
They're all dressed the same. They are wearing black and white band uniforms. It's mostly black with white accents. So where the uniforms tie or where there's any kind of decoration, it's all white. And they're all wearing these like tall band hats
Nerds.
with ornamentation. And that's pretty much it. It's not, and their faces are painted with skulls on them, and then the rest is all black so that they look like they have skull faces. All right, the barbarian enrages, runs up to Garbager.
Uh-oh.
So the way the band members are set up is they're directly in front of you, 3 in front, 2 in just behind them. and that's on the east side of the front three is the trumpet player. In the center is the tuba player, and on the left is the band leader. So the band leader attacks you as you're passing by Garbager. 15. What's your AC?
My AC is 18.
All right. They swing their huge double-handed baton, but you, in your compulsion, manage to flip over it and continue running towards the wall.
Yes, and I actually get my feet on top of the baton while I'm jumping over it, just to add some insult to what's happening. I use it to kind of jump off of.
If
cool.
his face could turn red, it would. Next up is Coen.
Coen.
Your only hope. No pressure or anything, but we're probably gonna die if you don't do something. Again, yeah.
One of them's a bard.
Yeah, the tuba's the bard.
Coen runs at the bard, charging up his divine smite, reaching his sword up in the air as lightning rains down on it. Blow on this, you French horn player. Oh my god, I'm so bad
Tuba
at
player.
witty lines. But I did roll a crit
Still,
20.
you got a natural 20.
Holy shit.
Okay. Important thing to keep in mind: your smite damage is also going to double.
Oh,
Yeah.
smite damage doubles? Excellent, because I'm
Yeah, it
using
does.
divine smite at 3rd level.
Are we still running towards the wall? Like our faces are pressed into it and our feet are still moving? Like we're just...
Yeah, you're like a glitch in a video game.
Yeah, you just keep running into the wall, trying to get further.
Yeah, whenever you throw your controller on the couch and you come back and your character's just
You
walking
keep
into a wall.
partially going through the wall and coming back again.
Garbager phases through the map and is now under it for some reason.
So that's a total of 46 damage.
That was my first attack.
Okay. Is your second attack also going to be on the tuba player?
Yes. If the
Okay.
tuba player is still alive. How bloody are they?
They are still alive.
Yeah.
They are still alive after that. But they are very injured. Because you did your divine smite, you saw the kitty cat claws come out of your sword
Yep.
and tore 3 giant slashes across their uniform. And they are bleeding profusely. And they're having difficulty standing and breathing.
Those are two of my most favorite things to do.
Bleed profusely?
No, just stand and
Bleeding
breathe.
profusely, gashes and wounds. These are a few of
Um,
my favorites.
Yeah, alright. I'll just attack
When the
again.
sword strikes, when the lightning cracks.
That's a 24. Is
All
that
right,
a
that
hit?
hits.
8 plus 5.
What do you want to say as you strike the killing blow?
Take that, nerd.
I think you should have gone with meow, kitty's got claws.
Yeah, I say that. What Garbage just said.
You swing your sword and pop their head off. Like, it's just such a clean hit. It couldn't have been better.
I have one more attack action left.
Can you break the concentration of the person who casts compulsion on us? Is that a thing you can do?
I thought I just attacked them. I killed
That
them,
was
actually.
the tuba player. Yeah,
Oh.
so the compulsion is gone.
Yeah.
So the
Hooray.
only person who ran into the wall was Garbager.
That's why I went after the bard.
We all sort of fainted toward the wall and then stopped.
We all
once-
started stretching, and then
And everybody was like, everybody's just looking at Garbager like, ha ha, we gotcha.
It's a thing where you're in a public situation and like you're not sure where you're supposed to go, so you just kind of are waiting to see, who knows what they're doing, and you kind of start following somebody. Then you like check your phone.
It's
and you're
that
like,
thing where
what?
the boss asks for a volunteer and everybody takes a step back except Garbager. Yeah, I don't even know what the drum player is, but hell,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go after it anyway.
Yeah, you rush 5 feet ahead of you
Yep.
to the drum player,
Yep.
and you are now face to face with them.
Yep, and I attack. 19.
19 hits,
8.
so 8 damage to the drum player.
I'm gonna action surge.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
You're just like single-handedly taking down this entire...
Coen is channeling all the rage from losing Dave Herman German moments ago. And while this rage energy exists, he's just going to keep burning himself out. So basically become a barbarian at this stage. He's slavering at the mouth, and it's not pretty with his butt crack hanging out of his short shorts.
So you action surge.
Action surge, divine smite again, 2nd level. Crit 1, luck point, 26.
So you've already used 2 luck points. All right, that hits.
Is 15. So that's
so another
25 more points of damage.
What do you say as you kill them?
Parumpa pum pum, motherfucker. And I swipe their head off.
Jelly just kind of clenches her fist in the background. I was going to say that when I killed him.
And in the background, Garbager just, with his face still pressed up against the wall, goes, meow, Kitty's got claws.
All right, and now I swing around to the barbarian and wail 2 more attacks on him.
Okay.
19.
That hits.
Plus 5. 15.
15 damage on the band leader. The band leader attempts to parry you, and you slash him real deep into that love handle.
Vengeance for my love handles. Coen's like,
We're back, baby.
Sick.
We're back.
how do you feel? How do you like that now?
I don't love
Take that. All right, and I've got 1 more attack. 27. So that's a hit.
Yeah.
Another 12 damage. And Coen's like, this is for Dave!
All right, and there you stabbed him in the other love handle. So now you basically did the Merchant of Venice where you cut off their sides.
Pound of flesh.
Like
Eye
in
for
7.
an eye, motherfucker.
Tasty.
So that was Coen, and the Black Parade, their eyes get real big, and they're like, what the fuck?
I just look at them and say, we're gonna kill you.
I think that was like one of those slow motion attacks, like in movies where somebody just runs through and cuts everybody up.
So Courtney, knowing that you guys still need some topping up,
Yes, please.
Castorizes, I think is the word.
Mask your wounds.
Castorates?
Y'all get 32 extra hit points.
Fuck yes. I'm feeling peppy.
She pulls her shield in with her left hand, raises her quarterstaff up into the air along with her, with her right hand, and she brings up her right knee and then brings the quarterstaff down, shoots out this like golden sparkly healing spell that swirls out from around her to you, and just shouts her famous catch line, I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
I hate this podcast.
Spicy meatball.
It's a me.
Thanks,
All right.
God.
Ooh.
It's a me, Wario.
Next up is Skumk. Salvatore, in the midst of his little magic battle with Alianna, that is basically just seeing sparks flying around them everywhere. They're disappearing, reappearing in different areas.
It's basically a battle from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, there's just like fire and flame and lights and everything just going all over the place, focused on each other. Every once in a while, some seats explode. It's maybe Dragon Ball Z mixed with the Senate battle between Yoda and Palpatine.
Buddha Man? Yoda Man.
Except in this case, it'd be Palpatine versus Palpatine. So,
I am the fucking Senate.
That's the line.
he just turns to Skumk and shouts, "You are your own celestial weapon."
Wow.
Magic was in you all along, Skumk.
Thanks.
The music's in you.
Skumk is remembering a friend that he made in Riel. He had the opportunity to kill this enemy, but Skumk, being a lover of all animals, decided to allow the brass dragon to live. So what happens now, Skumk?
I think Skumk starts to wild shape into a giant octopus, and the tentacles start to come out, his eyes start to bulge, and then they recede back into his body, and his neck gets longer and longer, and his body gets larger and larger, and he morphs into an adult brass dragon.
Fuck yes! Oh, that's
he-
so cool.
I am so proud of you right now, brother.
And he roars, and it sounds like "Rah!"
I am so
Even
proud
though-
and so scared.
He is huge.
Holy shit.
I'm going to use Frightful Presence, which means each creature of my choice that is within 120 feet must succeed a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit. So I'm going to guess you choose all the enemies?
Yeah.
All right, it's a wisdom saving throw. French horn got a 17, so it looks like they succeeded. Trumpet got 18, so they succeeded. And the leader got a 12, so they failed. So what happens to the
He
leader?
is frightened for a minute. I believe that means he has to run away from me. I think
Let's see
that's
He
here.
what
can't. He
frightened
can't
means.
move towards you on his turn.
I'll tell you what, I was frightened for a whole minute when you were
And they
dead.
have a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight.
Okay.
And the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So that's pretty badass.
Yeah, I think I roared right in his face, which is why he got more scared.
Oh, yeah. He visibly urinates himself.
Oh, so just like Godzilla roared in Matthew Broderick's face in Godzilla 1998.
Yeah,
Exactly.
really exactly like that. And this band leader does look just like Matthew Broderick.
All right. Is that the one turn that you can do?
No, that's not even a move.
a move. This is a move.
I'm going to use on the other two. I start to exhale and a little puff of fire comes out of my mouth, but then I remember that one of them is Alex, and I blow a giant puff of purple gas that falls over them.
Okay.
And they have to each make a DC 18 Constitution save.
They both fail.
So they instantly faint and fall directly onto the ground.
Nice. Nice job, Skumk. I love the way you described turning into a brass dragon.
Is there anybody near Garbager that Garbager can like nudge and say, "That's my brother"?
You see some people still in the stands just absolutely agape at what they're watching.
I
and that's whom you
gesture
tell.
wildly. I say, "That's my brother." I'm so proud of him.
Isn't this in Landyworld still?
This is still in Landyworld.
So they're your
This
guests.
is maybe the bloodiest battle in
They're probably
Landyworld.
your
Well,
orphans.
almost.
Yeah, the bunch of orphans are in the stands.
We
Forgot the legion of orphans you have.
You have to understand that we once had a Western world, like a cowboy world, that we used animatronics, and the animatronics went crazy and murdered a lot of people. So this is the second bloodiest battle that's ever been in Landyworld.
Now you just use orphans.
Now we just use orphans in adorable cowboy outfits.
And it's kind of a terror of tiny town sort of thing.
Oh, what? It's my turn? All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Tough act to follow.
So we have the band leader, we have the trumpet, and we have the French horn.
And the trumpet is Alex.
The trumpet is Alex, right? So the band leader and Coen are like going at it, like baton versus greatsword, right? Just choo, and they're like locked into each other. And then suddenly he hears from across the arena, "Hey, you!"
I don't like your boyfriend.
"Hey, dummy!" He looks over, and I just point a finger gun at him and just go bang and shoot a firebolt at him.
Oh, you didn't want to add the firebolt to your party splitter?
Yep, I fire an arrow at him.
16, I believe that hits.
Yay. Coolers to duelers. So
Man, remember when these
this-
guys killed us?
Yeah, super easily.
yeah, they're real dinks. Turns out. So I loose this arrow from the party splitter, and it shoots across the arena in a streak of fire, and collides with this guy like in the shoulder. And he starts to burn, and he takes 13 points of damage, of fire damage, and takes 8 points from the arrow.
All right, so that's 21 damage.
Mm-hmm. Your music sucks, by the way.
You don't have much of a
All right,
band left
that,
to lead.
burning arrow, that Fortunately, the arrow cauterized his wound. Unfortunately, it set him on fire.
He's gonna come back like Darth Maul.
He opens up his band uniform and pulls out a copy of the room that was over his heart that stopped the arrow from penetrating him.
Next up is the trumpet player, who is out for the count, and the drummer is down.
Saving throw. Is that the word you're looking for?
Alianna.
So I make it so 2 buckets of water appear over their heads and of the ones who are asleep and tip over and dump on their heads. Sleeping on the job.
I know, what assholes. That leaves the French horn to go next. The French horn looks at the dragon, is like, holy shit. Aims the French horn at the dragon and casts Hunter's Mark, and they fire at you. 18. Does that hit the dragon?
Yep.
9 damage.
Oh no.
Plus. So they do a total of 12 damage to the dragon.
Ow!
Their magic spit. They see how futile that was, and they are kind of terrified. Next up is Garbager.
Present.
You are at that wall, kind of hugging it, and bragging about your brother.
Is that barbarian within 30 feet of me?
Yes, within 10 feet or 5 feet.
So, first thing I would like to do is I am going to taunt him, and to do this, I am going to do a charisma or persuasion check on him. And I'm going to really try to destroy his self-esteem. You'll have disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than me.
He rolls a 5. He fails the charisma saving throw.
Okay.
So you just need to beat a 5.
7.
So you're going to throw out a really weak taunt that he gets very upset by.
I say, oh, what is that? A baton or a dildo?
Got him.
They look at you and are clearly befuddled and says, obviously, this is a baton.
Looks like a dildo.
How
It
dare
looks like
you?
a dildo to me. I'm sorry. I thought it was a dildo, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. Carry around a dildo. I'm
No,
not
that's-
here to.
that's
I'm not
very
gonna
rude, and
kink
I'm
shame you.
upset.
I'm not king shaming you. I'm just saying
Oh.
it looks like a dildo. That's all.
You're such a mean
I'm
jerk.
not trying to be mean. I'm just
Just
commenting
no,
on the fact that
I know
it
what you were
looks like
implying, and I would never bring a dildo into battle.
Well, maybe you could. It's not.
You think I lead a band with a dildo?
You could.
What the hell is wrong
could.
with you?
It's the same shape, essentially. I mean, you're basically proving the fact that you could lead a band with a dildo with that baton.
Hey,
Except that it's not a dildo.
hey, guy, listen. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I've carried around.
I don't want to hear
I
you anymore.
agree. There is nothing to be ashamed of. Live your truth.
Exactly. I'm not trying to yuck your yums. All right.
And with that, do you attack him?
Yes. And the fun thing about being a swashbuckler is that I can still sneak attack him after doing all that. As long as there are no other enemies within 5 feet.
Oh no, it's a critical one. You missed.
Okay, so I was going to try to dive under his legs and come up behind him and stab him in the kidneys. But while attempting to dive beneath his legs, I actually get stuck between them. And I'm just lying underneath him between his legs, just trying to wriggle through.
And not to mention, on top of that, you're in a pool of urine.
Yes.
But you're you're in bar and stuck in the mud, so he can't hit you when you're in bar.
Well, that did not go as planned, but his confidence is shaken, and that's ultimately what I was trying to do.
He's very
He
confused.
is so confused right now. He does not know what's happening. There's a dragon. He thinks he's holding a dildo. He's got a goblin between his legs. It's been a wild day for him.
I mean, it sounds alike. Sounds like my kind of night.
Saturday night.
It's all right for fighting.
Who of us haven't been in this situation?
It's his turn. You're kind of between his legs, so it could be easy for him to get you, I guess. Does he have a disadvantage against you?
No, just against everyone else but me.
Okay, so he's going to have advantage on you because you're laying on the ground.
Right.
He rolled a 26.
That beats my AC.
Just.
He does 25 damage to you. Donks your head, and he's like, how's that for a dildo?
It still kind of felt...
Does that feel like a dildo?
I've been hit by a dildo, and it did kind of feel like a dildo. It hurts. It hurts.
Stop! Coen.
So I've got this barbarian in front of me with Garbager hanging out between his legs.
If you want to pull me out, you can.
I think I'd rather just kill him.
Coen,
So-
pull him out. Pull out, Coen.
You want me to pull out?
I want you to pull out.
No, I'm gonna wail on this barbarian. Cohen's still in that sort of frenzy of vengeance. He reaches up in the sky to call down Divine Smite at level 1. Rolls a 26.
That hits.
15 damage.
So 15 damage.
For my first attack.
All right, you do 15 damage. You swipe. You cut him in half at the waist,
Oh.
like a Darth Maul.
So Garbage is just sitting underneath his leg parts.
Now covered in urine and blood.
Terrible.
What?
Who hasn't been there?
What do you say to him as you deal this killing blow?
I say, ew, gross, inside bits.
So you say it after you
And
deal with
and then I I didn't say anything before. I just said that after. And then I rush over and start wailing on the what's
The
that
French
guy
horn.
called? The Frenchie.
Although we haven't said anything to him. Does he just look confused?
Well, the French horn player had attacked
No, the
Skumk.
trumpet player.
Oh, the Trump player right now is just, getting his bearings.
He hasn't even attacked anybody yet.
Yeah, because they were asleep during their roll. They're the bottom of the initiative right now.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I just rush up and start wailing on the French horn and say,
All right.
Je m'appelle Coen. Take this. He takes 13 damage. 17, does that hit?
That hits.
23 damage. And I say, au revoir, mother fledger.
You have said motherfucker after every attack so far.
Yeah.
So
They take a whole lot of damage. You slice through their armor and in their chest a little bit. You chop at their leg. It doesn't sever the leg or anything, but you've done some serious damage, but they are still alive. They look at you and say, no, this isn't goodbye yet. Next up is Courtney. And Courtney casts Beacon of Hope on all of you.
that's
Aw.
nice. Hey everybody, I feel really hopeful right now.
Each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. So there's
Nice.
no rolling, you just get the maximum number of healing.
Cool.
She does this by falling on her knees and praying to whatever god she now believes in. You guys you feel a warmth in your chest. You feel like you can do this, that you got this now.
Nice. So are we back up to full health now?
No,
No.
that doesn't heal you. It just when healing is cast on you.
I
Okay.
believe that I can climb out from beneath these severed legs and get up out of the mud and piss and get back into the fight.
You
Yes.
forgot blood.
Blood 2.
All right, Skumk, you are still in dragon form.
Because I'm huge, I just take
Are
a
you on the
little-
ground or in the air?
I'm on the ground. I flap my wings once to do like just a little hop over to where I need to be, and
Okay.
I'm gonna do my multi-attack, which means first Frightful Presence happens again, so they have to use another wisdom saving throw.
Alex fails, but the other one crits succeeds, so they're not afraid at all. But you scare Alex to the point where he now also urinates himself. It's just a real disgusting thing.
I have
you're
that
making
effect
these
on
do.
people. I bat the French horn person to the side with my claw.
Wait, you bat them aside is into attack them?
Yeah, 19,
That hits.
15 damage.
15 damage. And that's your claw, right?
Yep. How does he look?
He looks dead.
Oh, then then in that case, I pop him right in my mouth.
All right, yeah, you impaled him with your claw,
I
and
think
you
with a single claw, I knock him up in the air and then I catch him in my mouth.
you eat him like an hors d'oeuvre.
Nice.
Everybody tastes so small.
That leaves only Alex left, and he's terrified.
We're gonna be nice to you, I think, because you're our friend from the afterlife.
I love the fact that you wouldn't allow Patrick's son to take one of their bodies, but you literally ate one off of a toenail.
It was self-defense, so...
All right.
Mr. Trumpet Man, we're gonna hit you now, but it's gonna be non-critical damage.
And he's like, what?
Do you know who we are?
No.
Have we met before?
We're your friends.
I'm not entirely sure who he is either.
Well, you gotta listen
Same.
to the episodes, garbager.
Me too.
But
There's no way you could know who you guys are.
Yeah.
The next person after Skumk is Jelly.
Just trust us. You should just put down your weapon and stuff, and
yeah, surrender.
we'll be nice to you.
Listen. I just gestured to all of his dead compatriots. Like, listen, I've killed a lot of people. We've all kind of killed a lot of people, and I'm kind of tired of it. I'd really like it if I didn't have to kill you. So if you could just put down your weapons and just walk away from this, we won't have to hurt you.
I must obey the Elven Queen.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he does.
You can just not.
All right, fine. I point my finger at him and cast Banishment.
All right.
Yes, charisma save.
3.
Yep. So he pops out of existence.
And goes to another plane of existence, right?
Yep. He pops back in Riel.
Can you send him to Riel?
Yeah, he pops back in Riel.
I can do whatever I want with him. You will never know.
He's
You
not dead.
banished him to one of the planes of hell, but we just don't know that.
As far as you're concerned, he pops out of existence and that's it. Leaving the arena empty and bare.
What's going on with Salvatore?
What's
and
going
Yeah, that's where we're going to go to now. You find Alianna and Salvatore still popping around, and finally
Still popping off.
Alianna subdues Salvatore. And Alianna, would you like to describe how you end up subduing him?
I put my hand on his throat and push him back and say, "You're a constant annoyance. This doesn't concern you or the little vermin you brought back." And then I cast Disintegrate.
You attempt to cast the spell,
Mr.
and
Stark, I don't feel so good.
what happens
Coen, I don't feel so
is there's a massive kind of magical explosion that blows both of you apart. It severely injures Salvatore to where he's almost immobile.
Turn him into leaves. Turn
And-
him into leaves.
The force injures you a bit, but not too terribly bad. So at this point, with Salvatore now out of the way, Alianna flies up into the air gracefully to the center of the arena, and she enters down into the center where you are. Behind her, she creates this massive arch. Within the arch, you can actually see on the other side Riel. And she lays a little pylon into the ground, and the pylon begins sucking energy out from Riel. You can see Riel is beginning to die out again. The sky is beginning to shrink again. It's like the world was ending when you were there, and that's what's happening with her pylon. She's killing Riel through that portal. With that using up so much of her magic, she now turns to face you.
Hi.
Do I even really know who you guys are?
Well, we know who you are.
Met once before.
We've seen your bedroom.
We read your diary.
We read your diary. We saw what you did.
Who are you again? And she's kind of heaving for air.
I step forward. Well, I don't like to brag, but my name's Jelly Butter. I'm the Sorcerer Supreme of the Nightbirds, High Priestess of the Great Butter Churner in the Sky, and a very, very pissed off tiefling right now because you kind of killed me and my friends, and you're trying to destroy my world.
I'm Garbager.
Listen, there's something that has been bugging me ever since I first ran into you and then went back to your home world.
Oh, fascinating.
Was it bugs?
Why the hell are you doing this?
Why wouldn't I? You can't stop me.
Well, that remains to be seen, but...
All right. That's your
do you
motive,
plan to
is the fact you can't be
do?
stopped. Well, we will prove you wrong, Alianna, or Alianna, or whatever
Alianna.
your name is.
But why? Why do you want to do this? Why? What's your end game with all this shit that you've been doing?
Did your parents treat you badly?
I would have killed them if they'd tried. Well, I did kill them in the end.
She's funny. You're nice.
I understand you were raised to be some kind of a leader, right? I understand that.
I don't want to be a leader.
Then why?
I don't think that anything here is worth leading.
So you're just gonna destroy it?
I keep on sucking up all the power.
How about we make a bet?
What's that?
I bet me and my friends here can stop you. If we
I'm
do-
the friend.
my friends and my acquaintances.
You're not the friend.
I think we can all be friends.
You know, you beat us. You know,
These are my friends, Garbger.
Look, we can share friends. Look, now is not the time. We'll talk about this
None
later.
of you are my friends.
Aw. Why can't we be friends?
you beat us. Obviously, you can suck up all the power and real, destroy the worlds, and all that shit for whatever fucking reason. We beat you. You've got to tell us why you're really doing all of this.
I think she has, Jelly.
There's got to be more to it, and I'm very curious as to what that reason is.
Alianna smiles and says, "You stop me, then we'll talk." And then she's going to cast Chain Lightning. So a bolt of lightning arcs towards you, Jelly.
Coolers, I cast Counterspell.
And how does that work?
So I have to roll to resist it, and if I beat the DC, which is 10 plus the spell's level, which Chain Lightning is level 6, then the spell has no effect.
So this is kind of a Harry Potter thing where you're shooting a beam of light at the other beam of light.
Yep. So Alianna shoots this chain lightning at us, and I just like hold up a hand and it ricochets off, and
Like Yoda.
so I met the DC.
Oh shit. All right, Alianna, your spell, your chain lightning just got blocked. What do you do next?
Eldritch Blast. Again at Jelly, because what the hell? Okay, so that's a 27. Does that hit your armor class?
Coolers.
I think that's a hit.
Whoa, those are bad. Well,
7, 8, 10. 10
That's 10 points of damage.
that all you got?
I hold out my hand and a crackling streak of energy, actually, in this case, 3 crackling streaks of energy beam towards my target.
All right, cool. So you just get hit with 3 crackling streaks of energy, Jelly.
Crack-a-lackin'.
Just shrug it off. That all you got?
It's Coen's turn.
This is going to be a little bit weird, I think. But I think I have to. All right. Coen goes to rush at Alianna. But all that anger and vengeance that he took out on the band, it's kind of spent, his vengeance, and it's all suddenly replaced with crippling self-doubt and anxiety. And Coen falls to one knee, and suddenly it all hits him. Very like a ton of bricks. What happened? And Coen's he just starts crying. It's my fault. Dave. I killed that child. And then I got you killed. Trying to rescue him. Vengeance! Vengeance has never brought me anything but anguish. I can't do it anymore. And Coen kind of just folds on the ground and just can't move for this round.
Nice.
Damn.
Intense. Courtney is next.
She's just standing around in the corner, doing her own thing, like reading a book or something.
She casts a mass healing word. All right, so you all get 19 hit points. I believe in you guys. You got this. We got this.
Give her a thumbs up.
Next up is Skumk.
I am going to do my multi-attack again. So roll a wisdom save.
28.
Okay. She natural 20. So not intimidated by my giant dragon shtick. But
I've seen worse.
I then go and try and take a bite out of her face. 20, 17, and 16.
Only the 20 hits.
20 damage.
Okay.
I bite and try and sort of flail around, but kind of land on my face. And then stand back up.
Well, you got me.
But, yeah.
You bit her. It punctured her a bit. And it may be the first time that she's ever felt physical pain.
I'm scowling in confusion and grabbing the bleeding wound with a white-knuckled hand.
Jelly sees Coen crumbled up on the ground in tears, and sees Dragon Skumk try and take a bite out of it, but it doesn't seem to do all that much. And a single tear rolls down her cheek. And smoke starts to billow off of her body. And she's like clenching her fists. And if it was possible for a tiefling to get any redder, she would. You hurt my friends. I'm not gonna let you do that. And whoom! Her whole body bursts into flames.
By her, you mean Jelly.
Yeah, Jelly. And she claps her hands together like kind of like in a prayer motion. And the flames around her head start to swirl around, right? And they condense into 7 globules of white light, kind of like stars, swirling around her head.
Like Tweety Bird.
Sure. They start rotating around, flames are raging and just start to like flare up. And one of the stars then shoots out at Alianna. 20.
That hits.
Cool. One of these stars shoots out and hits Alianna right in the chest. And she takes 4d12 damage, 18.
Do I take 18 damage?
Oh, yeah, it is magic damage. So you take half of that. She has the resistance to all damage.
Wow.
Not all damage.
Or not all damage, all magic damage.
And she smiles at that and your swirling magic head and says, "How cute."
Thanks.
Jelly gives her the finger.
Did you just give her the finger?
Is that an insult among peasants?
Bite my thumb at thee.
I am going to try a sneak attack again. Let's see how it goes this time.
You're gonna sneak up on me.
Yeah, because the last person Alianna's paying attention to is the person who's laying and pissing you. Pissing blood.
She smelled something terrible right before I strike.
It's the last thing you smell before the darkness takes you.
That's his calling card.
I'll be the stench in the night. Ah!
Christ.
So I rolled a 2, which is better than a critical 1.
No, never mind. That's a 12 with a plus 10 modifier.
So I once again, I don't try to dive through her legs though, because I learned my lesson last time.
Yeah, that doesn't end well for you.
But
or
I-
anybody.
See, what she does, I think, with this one is you start swiping at her with your sword. You attempt to sneak attack her. She notices you immediately and just sticks her hand out on your forehead. So you're just standing there swiping at the air between you and her.
And there's a big close up on her nose, where she smells me coming. And
Yeah, it's like when there's like a zoom in on somebody's eyes, but instead it's her nose.
And then there's a zoom in on my eyes as they flick towards the stench lines rising.
Yeah.
Garbager, but just becomes Pepe Le Pew for a second.
What is that?
it's me, Garbager.
There's stink lines drawn off him.
Apt your name is.
Thank you.
That's fine. I'll just attack.
Okay.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Yeah. You're big and scary, and you bit me with your little
Yeah.
dirty teeth. So
Get your shots.
yeah, I'm gonna cast a sunbeam on you. I hold out my hand, and a brilliant light flashes out of it. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
You also get another +5 if you want it.
I get another +5 from being next to Coen, I think.
Yeah, so that's 23.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. So you do pass. So some of these effects won't get you.
Yeah, I still squint a little.
Yeah.
No, well, you're still gonna take some damage.
Like
So you're gonna take half of that. Round down 14.
Bump it up. Let's make it 15 damage. He's a freaking dragon.
Burns ya. And then I'm gonna cast Infestation on Garbage.
Okay. I don't know what I did. I was incapable of doing anything, but okay.
You smelled real bad and you came near me.
Fair.
and
Okay, that's fair.
You know what?
Yeah, okay.
This is what
No,
happens.
totally get it.
So you got to do a Constitution saving throw, Garbager.
yeah, I think you're infested,
Ugh.
Garbager.
13. That's not gonna pass. That's not gonna pass.
Garbager with the
That's a
tiny
5.
rolls.
That's a 5. Plus 8, 13. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
All right. So
I am wildly infested.
you are infested. I guess it's my choice with lice.
Itchy.
Just a cloud of mites and fleas and parasites, and you take 10 damage.
Pigpen, but insects. Cool. That's my life.
That looks great.
Wait, Skumk, does this remind you of someone, Skumk? Skumk, who am I?
Oh, are you Great Uncle Mole Rat?
Yeah. Don't I look exactly
Yeah,
like
he
him?
always had the best fleas.
Oh, the best cloud of fleas.
You need to run north.
Yeah, because he's like so grossed out that he's covered in
Okay,
buggies.
so you run all the way north to another wall, Garbager.
Bye.
This is Garbager's MO in this battle.
And the people you run to see you covered in lice, pee, and blood and just run away from near the wall.
Your orphans are just pointing and laughing at you, Garbager.
Help me out, orphans.
They start eating the bugs off you.
Save some for me.
All right, Stan. I need your help with this. I need you to help me get Coen back in the game.
Okay.
Coen is down on the ground on one knee, and he closes his eyes, and he opens them again, and he's in a black space in his head. Behind him, he hears a voice.
Hey, buddy. I don't regret what happened. I did it to save you.
I can't turn around, Dave.
Then don't.
I can't look at you.
Then don't. Look, I treated you like shit when we first met, and you never did anything but be nice to me. You saved me, and you got me out of prison. And then what did I do? I attacked you on the orders of a friend. And I fought.
But we killed you.
You did. You totally
killed
killed me, and that's okay. I deserved it. It's not like you're the only people I've attacked, and it's not like I haven't killed others. The best thing I've ever done in my life was save you, Coen. You're one of the best people, and I need you to go out there, and I need you to live, and I need you to save my world.
Coen turns around and cups Dave's face in his hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I got you killed. I'll do this for you, Dave.
Coen, I'm here with you right now in this weird void. And you know why?
Why?
Because I'll always be with you.
And Coen opens his eyes and casts haste on himself.
Dramatic.
And you see Coen sort of glow bright red as he stands up and is ready to get back into the battle.
That's the turn. Cool. All right, Coen's back. The first thing you feel is the sandpapery feel of a tongue on your face. And you see that Cat is with you again.
It's my little kitty.
Next up is Courtney. And Courtney casts Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And she is going to cast that as a 4th level spell. 14, it misses.
I sidestep
You see
it.
this spectral sword. It's completely translucent, but you can just make it out. It's this glorious looking sword with a golden hilt made of this steel that glows a bright white in the sun, engraved with black markings. And it's totally sweet looking. What it has in panache, it fails in accuracy. So it swings at Alianna, and Alianna just steps to the side and it misses her. But it's still there.
That's nice. So I guess I'm going to do my multi-attack again.
3 attacks, right?
Yep. 17, does that hit?
No.
25, does that hit?
That sure does hit.
Okay. And then I'll roll one more. 23.
That hits too.
So those are both my claws.
You strike with a bite and you miss.
I think she just steps to the side again. The first one does 12 damage, and the second does also 12 damage. I swipe one to the side and then to the other side.
You get scratched up a bit by a few claws, Alianna, from a dragon.
Infernal creature.
I think you have to roll against Frightful Presence again. Grr, am I scary yet?
Maybe. That's a 25.
Not at all.
She's still stoic in the face of your terrifying presence.
Yeah, she just kind of straightens her hair and looks irritated.
I point at Alianna and I cast Banishment. So you might have to make a charisma save.
Oh, I got a critical fail, actually.
Critical one.
So yeah,
With banishment, that's going to be an immunity.
Oh, really? What? Okay.
Yeah, because you can't really do it. Like she pops out, she realizes where she is at, she pops right back in.
Because that would just send me to another plane.
Right.
Not a problem.
Yeah, so you send her to another plane, she pops right back in.
Yeah. You go to another plane for breakfast.
Yeah, it's the breakfast bar plane.
But I will tell you what you see, Alianna.
Oh, what I see?
Yeah, when you get banished to the other plane, and before you snap right back, you see this young human man kind of just really confused and making his way home, and then you pop right back.
well,
I'm imagining Mr. Bean.
This spell is weird. It only lasts a minute anyway, just looking at it.
Oh, did they pop back after a minute?
no,
Yes.
no, there's more to it. Keep reading. Well, it was worth a shot. And another one of the stars shoots out at her.
Doesn't that mean that
Fuck.
that other guy who was banished comes back?
We won't think about that.
So you just roll a critical failure?
It just misses her, that's all.
Oh, you shot a star, and the star flies out.
Yeah.
Hits someone in the audience, and they die.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's probably one of
That's
Garbage's
terrible.
orphans.
I've killed a lot of people at this point. It's whatever.
I
If
start
it
laughing,
was
though.
Coen that did that, he'd be racked with guilt for the rest of the game.
We've established that Jelly is on the verge of being a sociopath. So
I'm kidding. It doesn't kill one of Garbage's orphans. That'd be terrible. Next up is Garbager, who's facing the wall, covered in lice, blood, and pee.
I'm going to just give it another shot. I'm going to go for it. I mean, what are the odds that it will fail again,
I
right?
know. Couldn't be very high.
Statistically.
oh my god!
He rolled a natural one.
What?
How?
Michael, Michael.
Garbager, you're the best.
Skumk is one of
I'm so glad you came to this battle.
comic relief at this point.
Just
Michael.
do I have any luck points or anything? Or
So, Garbager, what happens there?
I tried diving through her legs again. I thought maybe I'll try that move again. And
I mean, I think the recourse is like, what are the odds you're gonna get a 1 and a 2 3 times in a row?
unless you, the DM, want to grant me a pity luck point for just I've been so unlucky that I somehow there's an overflow into luck.
I'm sorry, you rolled a 1.
Yep.
There's not going to be any
Yep.
pity. This is too funny.
Stuck underneath Alianna. It's just.
It doesn't have to be the same thing again.
Oh, it is the same thing again because I thought I could do it. I wanted to redeem myself, and here I am back in the
Garbager,
situation.
baby, you-
again.
But now you're kind of entangled in her robes.
Yeah, but at least I think I'm inconveniencing her with my failure.
Garbager really thinks we're playing Stuck in the Mud.
Your long swords kind of ruined her dress a bit. It's not fun for her.
Garbager, maybe you could try something else next time?
I'm mildly inconveniencing her.
I disagree.
No, I think it was really good.
I'm trying.
Garbager, you're making Skump look awfully competent.
Feel free to help anytime, orphan.
The little team of orphans come and start tugging on Skump's legs. Garbager's legs.
Alianna, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Chain Lightning again. I'll take one step back so I'm not literally on top of Garbager. Then cast it on Garbager, and it will also bounce to the other 3 of you.
Cool. I cast Counterspell.
I mean, it's not cast on you though.
Doesn't matter. Just is any spell that I see being cast, I can cast Counterspell on.
Okay.
Rulers. Well, I don't do that.
You're not gonna do that?
I can't. I just rolled for it. I didn't make it.
All right, so yeah, the counterspell failed.
A dexterity save. That is good. I like that.
So all 4 of you need to make dex checks.
Something dragons are
Yes.
good at. Natural
Ooh,
1.
You
Something
said
Garbagers
as you
are good
rolled a natural 1.
The
No.
dragon critical failed.
Now, I do have a legendary action that's just if I fail a saving throw, I can choose to succeed again. But I think Skumk as a person is all about choice, and he chooses not to.
Looks like Coen passed, Jelly passed, Garbager failed, and Skump failed.
Oh my
Okay.
God, Michael.
You're the best, Garbager.
But because I have evasion, I only have to take half damage.
Those of you who passed are going to take 20 damage. Those of you who failed are going to take 40.
Brrr.
Skump is the only one who took all 40.
But I can take it.
Your lack of skill is rather shocking.
Courtney just stands there and stifles a giggle. She can't help but appreciate a good pun.
Jeez. I know I have an ally. I'm sorry, Garbager, but you're the one who's closest to me. So
That's okay.
I am going to reach down and grab you by the face. Cast Shocking Grasp.
Maybe not okay.
Sorry. I already had the electricity pun, so we got to keep going.
No hard feelings. I have a feeling it's going to be a hair-raising experience.
Oh, it's only a 13. I got a critical fail, so I didn't get you.
How do you miss?
I'm grounded.
She falls and lands in between your legs.
Yeah, she's
So I
all.
think because of all the mud and bugs, I'm actually grounded.
Yeah, I'm like so
and that's
grossed
why
out
it
by you
failed.
that like I can't really stand to touch you. So
You tried.
That's always been the defense of the goblins.
Next up then is Coen.
Coen, his eyes are shining bright red. His whole body is glowing red, and you can kind
His
of see
kitty is
steam
purring.
sort of And his kitty's like sitting on his shoulder, purring, and he's kind of nudging him in the face. And Cohen's like, "Not right now. I'm a little bit busy, cat." But oh, that's so cute. It's just the little. Hang on, I better get back to this fight. And Coen lifts his double-handed sword and basically wails on Alianna. First, he calls lightning from the sky, obviously from Lord Bast, and says, "Lord Bast, I'm sorry I ever doubted the power of vengeance. I am back and I will end this battle." 23,
That hits.
16,
That's a miss.
28.
That's sure not a miss. Ow.
After you strike that last blow, Coen, Alianna pops out of sight, and you find her again at the far east wall, and you're all then surrounded by an enormous firewall encircling all of you.
I guess things are about to heat up.
Hey, this is Stan Ferguson.
Yo, it's me, Jody Doyle.
Oh, wow. I'm Ivan.
Hello,
I
it's
put
your
my
favorite-
cap on backwards. Sorry.
Hello, it's your favorite degenerate, Hayden.
And with us this week, like I said earlier in the episode, is Noel from Dames and Dragons.
My name is what?
And
Did you just call her Noel?
No?
Noel.
Who the hell is
No.
Noel?
Hey,
Halfway between
Noel.
Noel
Like
and
a-
Noel.
Like the
No.
D&D monster.
It was Noel.
Noel
Like
from
Gnoll.
Dames and Dragons. And
What you don't know about Noelle is that she's covered head to toe in fur and has a snout.
Man,
Kinda like
this
a
whole
hyena.
time I was like
Lizardy.
saving, like my little remark was gonna be like, oh, like Hayden. I wouldn't say you're my favorite degenerate, but like now the legs have really been taken out from under that.
Yeah. Thanks, Stan.
and our good friend and story consultant, Michael M. Rader from We'll Get It Right Next Year.
Yeah, Michael, what's it to ya?
Whoa.
Working on
So,
that
Michael, how
attitude.
does it feel to have been owned this whole episode?
You know, I've been my entire life I've just been self-owning constantly. So, you know, there's just an extension of that and not too surprising.
Wow.
I love the fact that you're a swashbuckler who is just entirely incompetent.
I'm just Errol Morris, but wildly incompetent.
Yeah.
I'm like a Mel Brooks character.
You try to do the thing from Princess Bride where you're like, I am not left-handed, but then you actually are. And you have to
And then I
switch
like
back.
throw the sword over and
And you
it chops
drop
off
it.
my hand.
You throw it to them, but you are.
I think it's the thing where, like, before we left, Skumk was puny and Garbager was kind of being all, like, owning him. And Skump's come back and turned into a dragon, and Garbager's lost all his confidence.
It's shaking
Yeah,
me.
he built his whole identity about being superior.
Yeah, Great Aunt Mom. Imagine if Great Aunt Mungscorlet saw you now.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Aside from that, make sure to check out Dames and Dragons and We'll Get It Right Next Year. Both excellent shows. Now, that said, just really quickly, this was supposed to be our finale. It is still our finale. We're just having to split it in two because it ended up being much, much bigger than anticipated. Other than that, please check out our Patreon. That's Patreon /TSMR. If you give us $5, you get an extra Fiasco episode every month, and we've already got one out there. If you donate anything at all, you get access to our monthly newsletter, along with random bits and bobs that I'll put in there as little teasers or just fun stuff. And that
while
said,
you're there,
someone's donated it. Someone has signed up on Patreon on our producer circle. So we'd like to thank a producer of this show, Noah. Thank you very much, Noah.
Hey.
You've had many songs written for you.
Except
so
we call
there
him
probably
No.
many more. Speaking of songs, you get one if you write a review. Unfortunately, we're all really pressed for time right now. So, Michelle, you will be getting your song next week. Or not next week, but on the next episode. You get the finale song that Hayden will sing for you.
Oh, wow.
So that's awesome.
While you're in Patreon, you've added They See Me Rolling to your cart. Just go add Dames and Dragons to your cart, because I believe they have a Patreon as well.
If you shockingly haven't already.
Yeah, Noah, are you in the market for a new podcast?
Yeah, if you don't like this one,
Yeah.
if you want,
I think Noah
Hey,
likes
Noah's
this
our
one.
producer,
I like
guys.
That Noah likes this one.
Noah, our names start with the same 2 letters. I think it might be fate.
yeah.
And I
besties.
kind of combined your name and her name.
Yeah, we're morphing into one person. Noah, please.
No.
Yeah, DBZ style. Fusion, go.
So
No, but that's very nice of you to say.
So, does anyone else have anything to add before we go?
Holy
Good.
shit.
Michael does a podcast.
Michael
Pardon?
has a podcast.
Oh, Stan already talked about it.
I've
Yeah,
mentioned
we-
it.
Yep. We'll get it right next
Oh,
year.
I wasn't listening.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, me neither.
Everybody from this show's been on it before except for Jody.
Oh, yes.
And Noel.
Well, you know what? Anyway.
Well, it doesn't matter.
So
I
take
think
that.
you mean Noel.
Hey,
Noel.
if you want to be on, we'll get it right next year, Noel. I mean, you can be.
Yeah.
That would be huge, actually. I think.
That would be what?
It would be huge.
I don't know.
Huge.
The event of the century.
All
Be
right.
cool.
Bye, guys.
Thanks
Bye.
for having me.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you
Peace.
next time.
Good night, all you incompetent swashbucklers, and thanks for all the spaghetti.
I was Garbager.
Ear trumpet audio. Sometimes we beat up people with trumpets, but sometimes they're good guys.
This podcast was edited by Stan Ferguson. Our music is by Ron Lubavitch and the wonderful Hayden. And our story consultant is Michael M. Rader, who can't roll dice to save himself. Our executive producer is Noah. Thanks, Noah. Bye.